What's going on, people? TK coming at you, and I gotta make this video without comments on, without interruptions, because my last video somebody chose to troll, be negative, and come on with all these dumbass comments about what they don't understand. I don't get your message. Listen, if you don't get my message, you don't understand what I'm trying to do, then hit that unfriend button and don't waste your time watching my video, because I'm obviously wasting your time by something that you can't seem to understand. If you don't like my language, everybody always says, oh, it's very unprofessional, you can't use cuss words. I'm not on television, okay? I'm not a broadcaster trying to earn your friendship or your likes. That's not the intent. I'm challenging your thought process. I'm trying to present to you information that you may not have been exposed to. And I'm also doing it in my own way. I'm doing it in an aggressive, direct in your face type way, because that's the type of person I am. I am very aggressive. I am very in your face. And I'm gonna say fuck you. If you don't like it, get off my video. And everyone's like, well, you can't get flies with negative comments, you can't be aggressive. The problem is most people are Twinkies. Most of you guys are very counterproductive in social activity, and you're soft as a man. You're going to be offended. You're going to be challenged. You're going to be in a position where you want to cry because I hurt your sensibility. I hurt your effeminate way of not being able to handle somebody aggressively challenging you and suggesting to you some information. Because if you really summarize this video marketing, the only thing I'm doing is presenting information. Information that you can choose to reject, or information that you can choose to research and look into. Because all information does is present you with a choice. You choose to keep doing what you're doing, or you choose to look at what you've been presented and decide whether or not it can aid you in making better decisions. So realistically, it's a distraction. It's a side conversation, and it's smoke to get into, I don't like the words that you're using because you're hurting my Twinkie-filled feelings. And I feel like that you're using profanity and challenging my personality is something that's not positive. Get over that. Get over that. Because that's not the intent. You're missing the message. And people say, well, you're going to have people miss your message when you're aggressive. You're going to have people miss your message when you use profanity. Well, this message just isn't for you. You see, I can't save most. Most people will scroll past my video. Most people will ignore the message. But that's okay. The intent is to reach who I can reach. The intent is to get someone to think about emulating the tactics of the super rich, utilizing assets as their friend, and doing something opposite of what everyone else is doing. Now, if you see my video and your feelings get hurt and you get Twinkie-fied, then it's not for you. Guess what? Someone else can present gold, silver, and Bitcoin to you. Someone else might be able to reach your mind and get you to do some different actions to produce different results. It just won't be me. So don't spend 20 minutes on my video talking negatively about how I don't have a expansive vocabulary, because the first thing people do is want to get into negative chopping. I'm gonna chop you down because I don't like you, so you don't have clear vocabulary, and you're obviously not educated within this matrix. You didn't go to Cornell University, and you don't have degrees, and you don't obviously know how to use $20 words so that you can more effectively lose people who also don't have $20 words. You obviously are not educated enough to speak to me because I'm not on your level. It's not about that. It's about reaching who I can reach in the method that I choose to fucking present. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your Twinkie-filled sensibility. And if you're not man enough to have somebody challenge your thought process, then guess what? You're going to ignore the message and you're going to stick to whatever the fuck you're doing right now. And it's very obvious that whatever you're doing isn't fucking working. So you need someone to challenge your thought process. You need someone to actually come at you more aggressively. And if you don't respond to aggression and you shut down like a fucking bug and roll up like a baby, then guess what? The entire world is negatively aggressive toward pushing agendas. So if that's how you respond to aggression and you feel like somebody is gonna curl you up into this little cradle position because of your sensibilities, then you're wrong. The world and the super rich and the fucking people who made it in this goddamn world have made it by killing, lying, stealing, and aggressively pushing their fucking agenda. And they didn't do it by coddling somebody else's sensibilities. The fucking colonialism didn't coddle the sensibilities of the Indians. No, they put a bullet to the fucking Indians' head and they took the goddamn land that the Indians had. So there's nothing positive about pushing people's agendas or aggression. There's nothing coddling when it comes to people taking what the fuck they want out of life. So if we take the same fucking process and we use that process to say, listen, I'm actually not trying to make money off of you. I'm actually pushing you to do things differently than what you're doing. I'm actually aggressively or showing you aggressive behavior to get you into doing something that can help you financially. I'm going to challenge your comfort zone. I'm going to challenge your sensibility in terms of what you've been taught and try to show you something you may not have thought about. Maybe you never thought about Bitcoin. Maybe you never thought about gold. Maybe you never thought about any type of asset. But I'm purposely trying to say that if people make the decision to aggressively make their money work for them, then they're going to produce results. If we can get people into making the decision to have money get a job, then they're going to see results. Now, whether you accept that or not has nothing to do with me, because honestly, me telling you something won't affect me. I'm doing these things for myself. I'm aggressively making my money get a job. I'm investing. I'm actually spending money on assets that appreciate over time. So everything that I suggest to you, I'm actually doing for myself. And that's how I make money. So I'm not asking you for a dime. I'm asking you to implement some of the same strategies. I'm asking you to step out of your comfort zone. So I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you want to judge me and get into side distraction conversations like my choice of language or my inability to use $20 words or anything like that. Because my unfiltered way of me just being me and talking to you in a normal conversation, like if we were sitting down, that's how I video market. I try to just talk to you the same way we would if we were in a restaurant, sitting down, having a conversation. Except this conversation is one way, and it's on a video. But the idea is when other people see the video, maybe they can make a decision and say, you know what, I'm going to make my money get a job. I'm actually going to freaking focus on assets. I'm going to just start investing. I'm going to step out of paper derivatives and get into gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Because if you focus on assets that appreciate over time and you develop a residual income outside of your job, then you're going to start seeing results. So I just want to make this video without the fucking conversation interruptions from the negative people who have shit to say about me and say that, hey, you guys, do what you can, change your life, make some different decisions, and you will get some different results.